Hey Grit family, Kurt Sabin coming at you. And hey, today I want to teach you how to build your own at-home workout that'll hit every muscle in the body. So, let's get it. Hey Grit family, Kurt Sabin here today to show you how you can build your own at-home workout that's going to hit everything from legs, arms, core, chest, back, all over. Very minimal amount of equipment you're going to need, and we're going to break it down. So, anytime that you come in here for a workout, if you're in one of our adult classes or kids classes or anything, if you really pay attention to the moves, all I'm doing is breaking it down into one of very few sections. Either we're going to be doing a leg exercise, we're going to be doing a push exercise, or we're going to be doing a pull exercise. Pretty much anything I do, I split up into those three categories. Some can combine one, two, or all three, and those are what I call full body movements. So what I want to do today is just demo for you a few different things that you can do in each category. And then you can take those and you can put those into your own workouts at home. So when you come in here, you're better prepared for obstacles, for the different things we're going to do beforehand to build that strength. You're going to know those movements. And when it comes down to it, hey, if you're coming in here for 1, 2, 3 classes a week, that's only 1, 2, or 3 hours a week I get to work with you. Depending on what your goals are, you may need a lot more than that. If you're trying to get competition ready for some of the ninja competitions around town or a Spartan race, there are other things you're going to need to do. So what I'm going to do now is just show you some of those movements. So first, we're going to start in the leg category. So for legs, you may or may not know some of these, and there's a ton of variation to every one of them, so don't think you're limited to what we're doing here. The first one, you can look this up anywhere. There's probably a lot of people that even do it better than me. It's called the pistol squat. So with a pistol squat, what you're doing, it's a one-legged squat, but it's also a balance movement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one leg, I'm going to keep it out, I'm going to keep it as straight as I can, and keep my balance, come down, and come right back up. So you can add weight to this. You can do so many different things with this, but what it's doing is it's going to hit every single thing you have in your leg. It is when we talk full body, this is a full leg exercise. So this will turn you into jello very quickly. Now you can do different things because as you come down and come up, there's that bounce there. But if you're having trouble getting all the way down, you can edit it to what's called the Flamingo Squat. What you're doing is you're putting your ankle behind your knee here, and when you do, what it does, it gives you just that little bit of support to give you a bounce point to come back up. Just makes it a little bit easier. You can get a box, or in this case, a tire, and you can do step ups the same way. What we're trying to do is just hit those muscles in that leg. Now, say you want to get out of the balance portion of it, you can always do squats. You can do squats with your handy dandy weight. This is one of our RAM rollers. This one weighs 55 pounds. You could do with whatever weight you wanted. I mean, obviously you could be in another gym and have a 300 pounds thrown up here. Deep squats coming down. Now one thing I will tell you, the closer your legs are when you do a squat, the more it's going to hit just the hamstrings in the front. The wider you go, the more it's going to start to hit your glutes as well. So when you get into a sumo squat, you want to get that booty popping, this is what you need to be doing. With weight, without weight, you can, again, vary this. Jump squats, get a little more explosion in there. So many different ways you can go. Another way, lunges. Same sort of thing. This is a one-legged movement. Going to have a little bit of balance that goes into it. Turn to the side here. So you come down, come up. Trying to just make sure that we keep everything in a straight line. We don't want to, as you're coming down, we don't want your knee getting all wobbly here. We want to have a solid, stable base as you come down and come back up. You can add jumps into this. So many different things to make it tougher, make it easier, whatever you need to do. Another thing you can do for legs, and remember, you're just picking 2, 3, 4 of these moves, throw into your leg day, pick a count, you can max out, you can do weight, lower count, whatever it might be. We're just trying to get the heart rate going, trying to give the legs a little bit of a workout. Side squats. Come to the side, come down, come back up. Come to the side, come down, come back up. Pretty simple, back and forth. And then, can't forget those calves. So for calves, you can either get up on a platform, maybe, as I said, it's a tire, maybe it's a box, whatever it might be. But we're just coming up. Now, a lot of people, when they do calf raises, what they end up doing is they start just bouncing. But we don't want to do that. We want to take it nice and slow, come up, hold it at the top for 1 to 2 seconds, come back down nice and slow. And you can add weight to this again, but I'll tell you, if you're doing this slowly, and if you're really working this the right way, you won't need weight. You're going to get through 10, 15, 20 of these, and your calves are going to be burning. So those are just some of the different things that you can put together to make a good leg workout. Now, let's get in the push side. So push, everybody knows push-ups, but do you know how many variations of push-ups there are and kind of what it is that they can do for you? So maybe one of the most complicated ones, handstand push-ups, whether that's freestanding up against a wall, it's a big shoulder press. I'm not gonna move over to the wall right now, but if you have a little bit of weight, it's also just a shoulder press. Just up, down, but it's a pressing move. Anything that's a pressing move goes into your push category. So as we get into the different sorts of push-ups, we can also talk about where hand placement is and what that does for you. Let's say you want to work in that center line of your chest and you want to really hit the triceps hard. You can do what's called diamond push-ups. Make your hands like a diamond, come down here on the floor, come down, chest to the ground, come up. Now, as we vary that as well, traditional push-ups, come down, come up. You can also go wide push-ups. Everything is going to work just a little bit differently as you vary those. Now, we also have some different variations to make it tougher too. Maybe you want to do what's called an archer push-up, which is your lead-in to a one-handed push-up. So with an archer push-up, what you're going to do is you're going to keep one arm straight the whole time and just use the other to go down. So I come to the right, come down, come to the left, come back up. Then eventually, once you get that, that's when we get into the one-handed push-up. So legs wide, keep your balance, down and up. All those different ways, triceps, chest, you're going to get a good amount of core work out of that as well as we go through. There is one other method too. It's called the planche push-up. Now, I'm not going to get into full planche. A lot of channels going to show you how to do that. But what we do is instead of having your hands right here at chest level, turn your fingers out, lean forward into what's called a planche lean, and now down and up. And as you go further, you hold more and more of your weight until sooner or later, you're going to get far enough, those toes are going to pop off the ground, and you're pressing your whole body weight up and down. It's a huge, huge calisthenics move. It is it takes an incredible amount of strength, but it is something that you can progress toward. So now we'll get into the pull side of things. Same amount of breath out, right? It's a good workout just demoing 2 or 3 different reps with each one of these. So as we get into the pull side, the first thing everybody thinks of is pull-ups. But there's a lot more than just pull-ups. Anything that you do where you're pulling motion is a pull exercise. So maybe, for instance, you're working on rows. So you come over 90 degrees, and we're just pulling the weight up to your chest. What you're doing is you're activating all those muscles in your back, your biceps, everything in there. Just working all those muscles in your back, in your lower back, get what we like to call cobra lats. When the cobra comes out, flares out to the sides. That's what we're looking for. Some of that Bruce Lee action if you watch some of those. Then I'm going to move over here, show you a few different variations on the pull-up bar. So, again, anything that's pull is considered that. So you can go from kind of the ultimate of pull-up moves, which is the muscle up. So that, for reps, huge pull. You're also going to get a dip in there. So that is more of a full body movement because it takes so much throughout. There's also what's called a pullover. Coming around the bar, coming down. You get all your traditional pull-ups. Your wide, your narrow, neutral grip, your chin up. You've got cross grip. So many different ways, but they're all going to work your back in relatively the same way. You're going to hit different portions more than other, but just vary what you're doing. So whether it's your pull-up, your wide, your narrow, your chin up, even your commando, a lot of different ways that you can hit those same muscle groups. So now, to finish this off, again, as you might have seen in some of our previous videos, I like to hit my workouts pretty hard. So next I'm going to show you some different full body movements. And not only movements that you might know, but different things that you can add to it. So for instance, everybody knows the burpee. So burpee, pretty basic movement. You started doing it at a young age. You probably still do it now. If you're in here, you're always doing it. So with a burpee, you come down, chest to the ground, feet back in, and a jump. Good move. You're gonna hit the legs, core, push muscles, everything. It's hitting everything. But there are some different ways that we can throw some variance into it. She's having some fun over there. So what we can do is we can throw in a kick through. So for a kick through, what we do, we come down into that burpee, come down, come up, kick a foot through to the side, come down, kick a foot through to the other side, come down, and up. What that's going to do is it's going to start to hit those oblique muscles as well, just through that turning motion. You want to make it a little more complicated? Burpee, down, kick through, up, tuck jump. Different things that we can do just to add more and more to it. Helps to lower your rep count, helps to get that cardio going. Heart pumping like mine is right now. So many different things. Maybe you don't want to hit quite that much. Maybe you want to do something where you're hitting the lower and upper body. You want to do a push, move, and leg at the same time. Thrusters. Bring the weight to the chest. Low squat. Come up. Press. Low squat. Press. So a lot of ways you can alternate this. Come down to the side, to the other side. Use your imagination. Start to combine some things. Pull some more things into it. Then, if you've been in here, or if you have kids in here, everybody knows my favorite move. It's called the donkey kick. Donkey kicks are going to activate your shoulders, arms, wrists, core, chest, legs, glutes, all of it. Donkey kicks, come down, hands on the floor, just like a donkey kick, just like a donkey would. Kick back. Kick back. Most of our kids in classes are going to expect to do 20 of these per session. Now, if you're like me, and you like to think a little bit more outside the box too, maybe you find a place where you can pick up a tire. You may or may not have these. It's not the toughest thing to find, but it's not the most convenient thing to have around. But this, it's like a deadlift. What we're gonna do, get low, lift and explode. Show you from the other side. Get low, this is a leg movement. Explode up and throw the tire over. That's all I have today, but don't think of fitness as a complicated process. Find a few things that work for you in these different categories. If you're in a traditional gym, basic lifts, your bench press, your squats, your deadlifts, and then you start to add in your pull-ups, and then you start to add in other things around that for those isolation movements. But if you stick to the major muscle groups and you understand push, pull, and legs, you're gonna get there. It's not that complicated, guys. But I'm here for you. I'm here to help. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. It does help us out. But look forward to seeing you here in the gym. Look forward to seeing more of you online. Have a great day, everybody.